So the most missed and most essential component of practice is actually listening. We learn music the same way that we learn a language. You don't get a book and learn to read English before you can speak it. You've got to hear people speaking English, and then you have to make mediocre babble sounds, and then you start forming words and become more coherent. You can say easy words followed by a little bit longer words and maybe some short phrases before you start speaking in sentences. Once you learn to speak in sentences, then you're probably going to learn to read, followed by learning to write. You may be able to read a lot more words than you can write at the beginning. We're going to follow this same approach in learning to play the violin. We're going to listen first because we need to know what the music sounds like. If we're playing our violin but not practicing, just playing, and we don't know how the song sounds or how the music goes or what the feel of the music is, then we are wasting our time trying to play the violin. The most important habit you're going to establish is your listening practice. It's the easiest thing to do once you get it set up. So here's what I'm going to suggest. You want to make a playlist. Now start out with something simple. I want you to start with the first 3 to 5 songs from this course. I want you to go ahead and download either here or on Amazon Music, Google, or iTunes. Download the playlist for this course. Now, make your very own playlist that just has the first 3 to 5 songs. And what I want you to do is don't just put those 3 to 5 songs on the playlist. I want you to put them on your playlist repeatedly. Make sure you have at least 30 minutes of music. So set up 30 minutes of music. If you love listening to music, put the whole CD on there, but at least put the first 5 songs on there several times at the beginning. Okay, so once you've made your playlist, I want you to decide when you're going to listen to it each day. I suggest listening as you go to sleep at night. It doesn't have to be very loud, you just need to get familiar with the music, and even if you fall asleep after the second song, you're still going to be hearing and processing the music as you sleep. So I strongly encourage setting up that habit at night. Try to habit stack and stack your listening habit right next to something you always do. So if you always eat and brush your teeth and go to bed, you want to eat and brush your teeth and turn on your playlist and then go to bed. I want you to track it every day for the first 3 days. See if you can get 3 days in a row of those 5 songs. If you can only make 3, that's okay, but try to get 5 songs. Once you've made 3 days in a row, you can reward yourself with learning how to hold, pluck, and bow the violin. Once that practice habit is established, I want you to go back and add the rest of the songs from this course to your playlist, and I want you to try to turn on that playlist at least twice a day. Once when you're going to sleep, and once when you're doing another activity. And this is called passive listening, and it's the best way to learn how the music goes. If you're someone who's of age to drive, or if you're a rider and you ride with someone who's driving you around, turn on and jam to the music in your car. You can listen to the music while you read, while you do housework, while you do chores, while you do homework. The more you can listen to the music, the better. My very best students and my students that have gone on to become musicians, champion fiddle players, and music teachers and professional musicians are the ones who listen the most. Give yourself a challenge to listen to the entire CD, the entire recording, the entire download from this course, and list your top 5 favorite songs that you're excited to learn. This will give you a lot of motivation to work through the course and sound great as you go along.